Hello everyone, and welcome to another edition of All About the Cars of Gran Turismo 7. In this video, we're going to learn all about the 1998 Nissan Sileighty. Now this car can only be purchased at the used car dealership in Gran Turismo 7, and it is currently selling for 76,500 credits. Now, as many of you may already know, the used cars rotate in and out of the used car dealership daily on Gran Turismo, so this car may or may not be available to you for purchase at the time that you watch this video, but it will eventually rotate back into the used car dealer and be available for purchase in the future. So I'm going to click on this car and we'll look at some of its specs to start. It comes stock with 466.81 performance points. The drivetrain is FR, meaning that the engine is situated at the front of the vehicle and the rear wheels drive the car. The maximum stock power is 203 horsepower at 6,000 RPM. The weight is just under 2,600 pounds, and the engine is turbo aspirated. Now I'm going to click on Learn More, and we'll see what Andy has to say about this car. How familiar are you with the Sileighty? This unique Japanese entity emerged from the 1990s street racing scene courtesy of Japanese aftermarket specialists. The reason this car existed at all was because the Nissan Silvia S13 and the 180SX shared the same front end. Therefore, it was easy to stick the Silvia's face onto the body of a 180SX, thus combining the Sil and 80. While not an official Nissan offering, the car did manage to gain a certain amount of popularity back in the day. Alright, that's everything we can learn about this car from the used car dealer, so I'm going to back out to the main menu now. We'll go to the garage where I'll get into this car and we'll learn some more about it. I'm going to click on Change Car. We got to scroll down to the ends for Nissan. Here we are, and now just to find it, and there it is. So I'm going to click on this car and we'll listen to the startup sound, and then we'll learn some more about it. Alright, we're going to click on Car Collection, go to this vehicle, and we'll read this description about it. This Nissan blended the 180SX with the appealing front end of the Silvia. The Nissan 180SX, sold as the Nissan 240SX in the United States and the 200SX in the European Union, was created as the Silvia's sister hatchback model in March of 1989. This car, sporting retractable headlights and a glass hatchback, was overshadowed by the coupe at first, despite sharing the same power plant, a 1.8-liter DOHC inline-4 that came available only with a turbocharger. But as the time went on, people recognized the true value of the stylish fastback and sales began to climb. The engine received an upgrade in 1991 to the SR20 DET, the same 2.0-liter DOHC inline-4 in the normal Silvia, with output rated at 202.2 horsepower and 202.5 foot-pound of torque. This prolonged the 180SX's lifespan because its production run was initially slated to end alongside the S13 Silvia. However, thanks to the popularity of the 2.4-liter 240SX in the United States that possessed the same body shape of the 180SX, Nissan elected to keep the compact rear-drive coupe around. In 1996, the first normally aspirated 180SX, the Type S, was added to the lineup. Without forced induction, the Type S lacked the acceleration of the hotter version. This made the car a favorite among tuners who took things into their own hands, giving the car their own dose of power and beefing the chassis up accordingly. This paved the way for a new 180SX, one that featured the Silvia's front end, making the two cars virtual clones of each other. It was dubbed the Sileighty. So some great information about this car from Gran Turismo's description. Now we're going to back out to the main menu once again, and we're going to make a stop at the cafe and see if anybody is here to talk to us about this car. And we have Kagarazaka, so we're going to talk to him and see what he has to say. Usually, when using the elements of an existing car to create a variant, You usually hit it with a completely design to differentiate it from the original so they don't occupy the same market. This is done to avoid cannibalism. That's why, from the designer's point of view, although in theory it may be possible, you dare not just carry over a design. It's like you're not doing your job. But considering the playful spirit and freedom of will of car guys, this act can't be ignored. Nope, these days, just about anything goes. In North America, when the merging of automakers and their brands happened early on, this sort of thing was very common. Things like customization and the diversification and maturity of the automotive culture, it all comes down to the passion of the customers. Alright, that's everything we can learn about the Sileighty, but we're going to make one last stop at the tuning shop and I'll show you everything that can be done to improve this car's performance and power. Now you'll notice that this is not stock by any means at this point. I have over 670 performance points here, so I have done a lot to this particular car to improve it, but I'm going to show you everything that you can do nonetheless. Under the sports category, everything here can be added to the car. Under Club Sports, same thing with the exception of the high compression pistons. Other than that, everything here can be added to the Sileighty. Under the semi-racing column, everything here with the exception of the supercharger can be added to this car. And lastly, under racing, everything here, with the exception of the supercharger and a couple of higher end modifications such as the 4th stage of weight reduction, can be added to the car. So lots of things that you can do to increase the horsepower and performance of the Sileighty. That's everything we can learn about this car, so I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope it helped you to determine whether or not you'd like to add this car to your collection. Stay tuned for more videos highlighting all of the cars of Gran Turismo 7. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.